Hello everyone and welcome back to Transport Fever 2, Moneyville County, where in the last episode we got in some planes. Like this one, which is carrying 32 passengers and is profitable, although at this point we're making enough money, we have enough money that I don't really care about whether stuff is profitable. And we set up this bus route here which is doing its thing. I've been making some adjustments like usual between episodes. One of them is here at Moneyville. We now have 2 more platforms on this side and a tunnel here which connects out here, and that serves one of our high-speed routes which was previously having to cut across like everything to get onto the correct side. It's this Oswestry to Lostwithiel train, which that's now doing better, although it's very crowded. What also happened on this route is I got some longer trains on this and forgot that some of our platforms aren't long enough. Now it doesn't really matter at intermediate stations like Ramsgate. It might cause a bit of congestion, but like trains can stop on platforms that aren't long enough. But it was a problem here at Oswestry where they were turning around, or well, they actually had problems turning around if the platform's too short, so they just kind of well, in this case they decide, well, there's not a way out that way, but there is a way out this way, so we'll carry on this way and see if we can make it back, and that takes ages. So I've rearranged this so the platform's long enough. I've also split up this line here so it goes onto that platform, and at Lostwithiel, which is the other end, I have been making some adjustments. First of all, this junction's a bit different, because having just 2 platforms, the high-speed line was actually causing problems, and also, because these platforms are going to be very difficult to extend, I just put in a siding here, which is basically a station which I intend for no passengers to use, which allows the trains to pull in to here, and then pull back out again. They aren't actually using that track there, so, but what that means is they can turn around there, which A means they can clear the station, and B means they can actually turn around rather than going in circles across the map. So this line is still very busy. I don't know how this train has 3 people on board, I must say, but yeah, this line's still very busy. It's clearing the backlogs of people, but yeah. The other thing you'll notice if we go up this way is now all our lines around here, I've done a little bit of work on this junction, and all our lines around here are double track. I've added this Malden Airport. This had loads of people trying to get here by train, so there are more trains on this line. It's entirely double track now, and there are now 2 hovercraft on here, which aren't always very busy, to be fair. But yeah, this airport's doing well, and this route here was quite busy. So yeah, it's all double track now, but still unelectrified. Okay, so that's a brief summary of what's been going on in the last episode and between episodes. So, what we're going to do in today's episode, I think we just need to take a look at some more things that could be improved, such as, I'm still coming back to this line here, to be fair. This junction's a mess, it's always congested. These stations can get quite backed up because there aren't any bypass lines or anything, quite a few cargo trains. So even though I've done a bit of work on this line, still I don't think it's enough. So, this area here, this is the only line that uses this station. As such, goodbye. There's no reason for this track here to be here. Okay, so, we're now going to rearrange Ramsgate Station. So, first of all, we're going to extend the platforms, meaning we have to cut back the tracks a bit. I think we'll extend in this direction, because there's nothing in this direction at the moment, other than straight track. And we're going to get up to 240. We don't have to do this, but I'm doing it because we've got trains that long on these lines, and it just seems to be worth it if we're going to go through upgrading the station anyway. And we are going to put this station up to 5, I'm going to say 5 platforms. We're not necessarily actually going to use all 5, but we're going to put 5 tracks in, each attached to a platform, and then we're going to decide what's the best way to connect up all the tracks, and then I think probably 1 or 2 of them will turn into just bypass routes, bypass lines, whatever, but they don't have to, and we'll work out what the most efficient junction setup is. So if we've already got a bridge here, we may as well extend it. That's about it. And I was going to put in a 5th track here. Ooh, that was elevated tracks. Oops. It's difficult to select it to delete it. There we go. Let's go for normal tracks, so the ones that aren't in the sky. And I think this one doesn't actually need to be that long. We could just make it to full length anyway. So we are going to break a load of this. There we go. Okay, so this track here is actually going to follow through from this line here. This is going to run down or up. I think it has to go up actually. Not necessarily even that much up. We just did this and actually cut back that bit. There we go. That goes back down. And we're going to cut this back a bit more to get a gentle, smooth, whatever connection. So that's the passenger line which goes into that platform there. And this is going to not do that, basically, this track. I'm going to follow the line along here. We are going to have a bit of a crossover for all these tracks, but in general that's going to go like that. And then this track here is going to connect into here, and that track there. So I'm going to come out of this way. We're going to delete those signals, and then just going to follow. Okay, we're just going to go straight. Actually, that's a pretty good way of doing it. Until here, and then something like that. Yes. So that removes some of the conflicts. We need to rearrange this. So that's actually going to go into there, and that into there. That we're going to force it backwards to get smooth tracks, so that trains can stay at their speed limit. And I am just going to do a bit of a crossover here. But, okay, so trains bypass through that platform there, which I don't actually want them to. I want them to bypass through here. So I'm kind of just going to cut off the tracks where I don't really want them. And some of the rest of them I'm just going to make smoother, like that. There we go. So, we're then going to need to sort the platforms out. But to be honest, this junction here is still a bit of a pain. Not really sure if there's that much we can do about it, to be honest though. Other than, one thing we can do is make just a massive tunnel. Can't really be a bridge because that route there is already a bridge. But if we created a tunnel, essentially if we go to there and get it to just pop out of the tunnel there, we can actually create a new line to go for the passengers, which with some better grade separation. We're going to put in some signals now. For the bypass lines, we're going to put in signals. For the stopping tracks, we're not going to, because that's kind of a bit pointless. They're stopping anyway, they can use the station as signals. Right, train lines. This one here, Ramsgate towards Oswald Street, it's number 4. Uses the bridge nicely, there we go. This one again, Ramsgate at the end, number 4. Then this one can go into number 5. It can't leave there because I put a signal here. That signal should not be there. There we go, hopefully that's good. And then Ramsgate tools, yeah, this. This is going to do this, there we go. It's a bit awkward, but it'll be fine. There we go. Now that's a bit better for that. So we've kind of grade separated some things. The passenger line does do that, the one that we have. So there's a little bit less of trains crossing over each other, which should hopefully work better. Now Oswald Street, I know I actually just upgraded this station, but kinda still got a few too many trains bypassing and stopping. And also this random cargo station, which isn't even connected to the passenger station. So what I'm going to do is cut this off. We might get rid of the level crossing. I already got rid of the one at the other end. I'm just going to put in some bypass lines for this station, but it's going to be a bit different. I'm going to put the bypass lines in to the side. So 2 bypass lines and then a track to put the cargo platform on. We might have to slightly adjust the road layout here, so that we can get in the cargo platform and the final track and platform. We can do that with the road. There we go. We could put an entrance on here. Now they don't actually pick up anything from here, so I might just put, they can still use this entrance and it will count as connected. An entrance there. What we might actually do as well, do that. So yeah, this, we're just going to get rid of it, I think. We're going to replace it with a bridge or a tunnel, whichever is more appropriate. So we're going to bring this straight out. Line from the cargo platform can merge in. We can have a signal here. That's not one way, let's make it one way. And then it's just gonna merge in. So we're gonna do the junction. It's a kind of a bit of a weird layout. We'll merge it into the, oops, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to build tracks. We merge it into the first one and then merge it into the second one. Now I realise that no cargo train is going to use this because it's seen as a slower route, almost certainly right now. Yeah, it's probably fine. So yeah, now this setup here is incredibly complicated with the depot here. I'm just going to make it simpler by basically making this track here, which is just for cargo, go entirely into there. And this can go like this. Yeah, some of these depot tracks, it would be easier if they just went into other places. That's also just a cargo line. We could just actually just bring this out parallel for a bit. And same with this one. This is way too high in terms of elevation. We just brought this slightly forward and slightly down, and we can hopefully get a good bend on it. There we go. And would like to get a bit of a connection here so that we can actually still use this depot for passenger trains. If we just did this, that works. There's too much slope. There's too much curvature. We can actually just give it a bit more space. We could just do a double slip switch there. There we go, that is connected, that's connected to there. Then that can go into there. That can go into there. Still too much curvature. If we did something that worked for this. And that one probably just isn't going to work anyway. Let's just do these two. And then this can merge in. You see that? It's like it doesn't actually work to go into two tracks at the same time, which is why we actually do this setup, because we can keep higher speeds while merging in. Should be good. Actually, you know what? The cargo routes are using that. Okay, job done. So that's Oswestry. I think, yeah, we've even got bypass lines early at Burnley. And the volume of cargo trains is lower, so I think that's it for upgrading this line. Okay, so I've also connected up the road like I said I would. Everything's using bypass line. I also switched over here so that I built a new crossover track here, put the terminating service at Oswestry, the Oswestry to Lostwith, your high speed, in the middle platform, just so everything runs around the outside. There are even fewer conflicting movements, and therefore everything probably still runs even smoother. So now you can probably be able to see cargo trains using the middle tracks, passenger trains using the outer tracks here, which turn into the right hand side tracks if we're looking at it this way, and that works well. So next up, what can we do here? Is this still a very old stone bridge? Yeah, it is. Let's do something like that. Let's upgrade, see if there are any old bridges left on the map and see whether... Yeah, let's do some upgrades. Let's do one of these bridges here. That's kind of cool, but also keeps the speed higher. Paddock wood planks. I have kind of... How old are these trains? 23 years. That's not too bad. Let's get one of these. They're 240 length. let's see what we can do. Let's actually, I think, reduce the capacity, so I'll still put another one on. The logs. How's that? Those trains are good enough, I think. But what we could do is still, like, replace them. Just so they're newer. So if we're going for a... yeah, that's kind of the capacity we want, I think. To achieve balance. There we go. That works. Right, where else could we have some old bridges? These are all new. So are these. This is new. This is new. I don't think there are that many more places with old bridges. How's this line doing? We haven't touched it. Well, although I have modernised trains. It does not look good, I must say. We might have a little bit of a problem here. Really, the problem is that's... I mean, signals aren't great, but that signal just moved forward a bit. That can move forward. There we go. Done. Problem solved. Maybe. Hopefully. That's why those platforms had a lot on them. Thankfully it didn't cause too much of a traffic jam onto other lines. There we go. Oh, what on... and this train does go this way, does it? Yeah. This is another place where we have cargo trains on passenger platforms bypassing. I think, yeah, we did do one direction. Bypass, kind of bypass line. Upgrade it a bit. So yeah, that's better. Okay, they'll get some more planks now, hopefully. That route there. There we go, right. That should hopefully have solved that. Good thing we were looking around. What's busy here? This route's always a bit busy, but I also keep finding two trains right next to each other, one basically totally empty, or even both basically totally empty, so... I do actually do a bit of clearing, but I'm always looking at busy routes. That looks busy. If we got one out the depot here, that would work. I think we're using one of these. Let's just buy one of these. It's a 3-plane route, which is kinda cool. More planes, more fun, I guess. There we go. Hopefully that is actually gonna, yeah, go here. There we go. This train stopped here. This train stopped here. Yeah, this is full as well because we weren't moving stuff. That might have had an impact on these. Yeah, they did downgrade. And yeah, where do these planks actually go? Kind of forgot. Oh, they go to here for tools. Oh yeah, so that's producing nothing at the moment. That's brilliant. So hopefully that's that fixed. What's very busy here? Something's very busy. Moneyville to Kids Grove, there's one coming in, that'll clear that up. This route here. Eston to Oxford via Winchcombe. I hope that we can get one out of here that will do that. Got more trains being unlocked. I am kind of slowly upgrading trains as we go on. I've got some crazy liveries as well on this. Let's just clear this. On this one we're going for this livery here. So, where we see a gap we can put new trains in. Clear, 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 clear. There we go. Hopefully this one is going to Moneyville, yeah. It's waiting for a free path though, because that train there is crossing over. I think this one will be as well, but hopefully. I don't know if it'll be able to get out before this. Is that? Really, there should be a signal here. I think. There we go, it's coming out now. And hopefully, so it'll go. These tracks here should merge over to these. And then this one. Can go all the way over to like there. It should be enough for. Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, this coming out a bit slowly. So it is holding up other trains. Good thing is Moneyville at the moment isn't too busy, right? Any other particularly busy routes? This route is always busy. Via Ramsgate. I think if it comes out there, it can't cut across very easily. So we could, I think, theoretically get a train from. No, that's going to go the other way. It's about to go via Ramsgate. We could just try to reposition this depot here so that it is here. So quite a mound. There we go. Let's do it somewhere where it's actually fairly flat. Let's actually just do that. I think it's 125 miles an hour this line, yeah, but if they're coming out the depot, we're not going to be going that fast anyway. Just put more signals there. Let's just downgrade that so it looks less bad. Okay, so electric multiple units. We've actually got, because they're the Acela Express trains in America, I've actually got a new version, so I'm tempted to put a newer one on there. That's got 260 capacity. If you need it, that. Yeah, let's do that. Make it more interesting. Put a newer one on there. Which will have more capacity as well from the older ones. Because, yeah, there's one here. That's got 182 capacity and it's totally full as well. Yeah, that route needs more trains. Let's just buy another one of these. And hopefully they'll slowly clear the backlog. So we are now in 2021 in the game. I think it's on half speed at the moment. Yeah, we are approaching the current day. That is going to be an interesting moment when that happens. So, everything's still running fine. Yeah, everything's clearing here. This train is intrigued. I think it will actually go into that platform there, won't it? Yeah, well, that's fine. Got another, it's right with another train, but hopefully it kind of clears the backlog behind it because there is a big backlog. And yeah, then this route here, I'm tempted to replace a couple more with whatever this one is, a 12 coach version. Hopefully that gets the capacity on this line up a bit and more people can be moved. Right, now that Nesson to Oxford is going down good. We've got 2 trains in, not 1 but 2. This one's actually loading up more. Which one's going to depart first? They're both loading at the same time. Well, actually, they'll depart on different lines as well, because they can actually use 2 different tracks. That'll be interesting. Well, surely, like, they'll both depart at the same time, because at some point they'll run out of people to pick up. They'll run out at the same time. Right, that's done. Oh, that one's leaving now. Oh, yeah, here we go. They're both leaving at the same time. I expect this one's going to get out first. They're both leaving on different tracks, though. Yeah, but that one's having to go across a crossover. So, Yeah, it's going less fast. Again, so is this one. It's speeding up now. This one's also speeding up. This is interesting. Oh gosh, they're literally... This one's going a bit faster, actually. This one is not going as... I'm not sure why this one's not going as fast, but... That might win it for this train. But now it's limited to 55. Around this curve here. Okay, that one's lost. Okay, that makes it more interesting. Yeah, these trains are pretty busy, except for when they're not. This one's picking up a load of passengers now. It's picking up a lot of passengers. Like, it's going to be full. Now I've gone down to 2 people above the station, which means we're a bit less busy. Well, 2 people, large people, icons, whatever. In total, in this series, we have transported almost 700,000 people and 4.6 million items of cargo. Moneyville has got 37,000 destinations by public transport, 7,000 by private transport. Missions aren't even too bad, traffic's good. Station quality, that's based on being overcrowded. That's because, let's just check this one here. That's not too bad. I think it's just this that actually got overcrowded, so hopefully that will go back down to 0%, which is good for us. Yeah, this one's filling up as well. Or it's unloading and then loading again. Is there another one coming back the other way? Hopefully there is. You can see this train here doing... No, there isn't another one coming back the other way. Let's add in another one coming back the other way. I think yeah, I'm not sure if this is just a busy route or it was just messed up for so long that I've just realised. Put this on the bypass line, meaning it won't start here. Actually, that's fine because it can give people at Ramsgate a chance. If we just stop this one, we can let it come out first. There we go. At 9 miles an hour, might be a bit of a wait. But hopefully it's better to get the passenger train out first. If we just unstop this, it's now waiting for a free path. This should get out of the depot and then run on the route. Because it's a busy route, this. I mean, yeah, it's going to get almost full here. This is full going into Ramsgate. This is where they still have to wait for each other a bit, but this isn't too bad. Got a bit of a... Sometimes we do have queues going into Welwyn Garden City, don't we? So I'm debating what if we put in a tunnel for the passenger trains on this side. Okay, let's do this. Or even just bypassing trains. If we put a track there, then connect it up, then track constructions, we can put a tunnel in here. Length we can reduce. We might just need to diverge it slightly. That's the wrong way. Actually want it to turn back the other way a bit when it's underground. But yeah, let's just keep it flat because it's going to come back out of the tunnel. Let's just do this as well here. There we go. Doesn't really matter what type of checks it is because we're not looking at it. There we go, whatever. And then we are just going to do a track there, and then we can just bring this out straight, and then a little bit more, and hopefully we can merge it in. And that goes across. That should sort out everything. Okay, so it uses it for passenger trains, but not for the cargo that's bypassing. Interesting. Because there are cargo routes that bypass from this side. I might make them do that, actually. So, on the way back from Upper Moneyville, you're going... If we get any signals in this tunnel, that might help to actually set the trains up to where they need to go. Okay, so this way, go via there. What's the other one that bypasses? Kind of a dark red. That's a passenger train, that's a passenger train. It's that colour, but it's not that. Another one that goes into here, though, I think. Chatham Fuel, that's the one. So after, on the way back from Moneyville, whoops, we don't need to add it twice. There we go. And that should now reduce the amount of traffic crossing over the junction. So we're going to have to wait to see a train. Actually, this will probably use it, won't it? There we go. Be interesting which train makes it into the passenger platform first. If this might be coming in soon. Yeah, this will probably get priority over this. There we go. So, the only train route coming in from this way uses that platform anyway. So meanwhile, we should have a train going through this tunnel. It's about to pop out any second now. There we go. A tunnel which is called No Name. There we go, and that's arriving first. We could add in a signal here as well. I don't see why not. There we go, that's then going to start moving just up to there. But this train has beaten it. Anyway, so... yeah, then this goes in the other way. So I think that's enough small improvements for this episode. Why are there suddenly like loads of roads here which have buildings on there, none here, and then... that's a bit weird. Anyway, thanks for watching. And I think we're coming up to the end of the series soon. But hopefully not just yet. We'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.